Every single time, not most of the time. Every single time, Perplexity backed up an answer about a Charleston lawyer with a source. And that source was a directory 100% of the time. And we didn't find that number anywhere else in the 15 cities that we looked at. I mean, we read 2,815 real Charleston answers across every practice area through ChatGPT, Perplexity, Gemini, and Claude. And only about a half of those source answers pointed at an actual law firm's own website. I mean, the other half ran entirely on super lawyers at about 17.5% of citations, and Justia came in at about 15% or so. The heaviest lean on directories we found anywhere in the country. The names that kept coming up matched that pattern exactly. In family law, we saw Peck, we saw Rosen, and we saw the Charleston Family Law Group come up time and time again. In personal injury in Charleston, it was Steinberg, it was Clore, and it was Joy, who just kept coming up over and over again. And in business law, it was Nexon and then also Womble that came up more often than not. And that's in business law. In civil litigation, you had Motley lead the field outright by itself. No other law firms were even close. So the top three firms in a typical Charleston category pulled about 31% of all the mentions, with close to 59 other firms trailing behind. Um, Most got named once and then they were gone. And in immigration and elder law, I mean, that just stayed wide open. So I would think about that. Here's what that 100% number actually means for you, and it's simpler than most of the cities we studied. In Boston or Houston, your own website carries real weight. So a weak homepage basically costs you something. But in Charleston, it barely matters at all. If your Justia listing is 3 years stale or your super lawyer's profile is missing half its categories, no amount of work that you're going to do on your website is going to fix that because the AI isn't reading your website in the first place. Do you see what I'm saying here? If a weaker Charleston law firm keeps outranking you in these answers, people searching using AI, go look at their directory profiles before you look at anything else. I guarantee that's almost the entire story right there. The fix here is the most direct one in the whole study we did. It's actually the easiest. Just go claim super lawyers and just see if you haven't, and fill out every field on both, not just the easy answers. Then move on to best lawyers, Avo, Martindale, because in a market that runs entirely on third-party sources, more complete profiles simply beats fewer complete profiles. So just make sure that your name, your address, and your practice areas are identical across every one of them. And then go check all 4 AI tools for your own category and practice area because the overlap between them here sits around at 6%. Same as most of the country, by the way. So even though the sourcing pattern is nothing like most of the country, you still need a check. Think about this. A family in Charleston is going to need a custody lawyer tonight, and they're going to ask an AI tool before they ask a neighbor. The AI isn't going to read a single word on your homepage to answer them. It's going to read your directory profiles instead. So whatever that profile says right now is your entire pitch in Charleston.